This is Tank's vlog for January 6th, 2018, wrapping up yesterday's day in sports. NHL, not a busy night, particularly. The Penguins marched into Brooklyn, beat the Islanders 4-0. It was the Ottawa Senators 6-5 in overtime over the San Jose Sharks. The Red Wings doubled up the Panthers 4-2. The Jets shot down the Sabres 4-3. And the amazing Golden Knights got their 9th win in 10 games, beating the Chicago Blackhawks in the United Center 5-4. NBA. The Knicks continue to their New Year's road rose as they lost an overtime thriller to the Miami Heat, 107-103. Meanwhile, it was the 76ers, 114-78 over the Detroit Pistons. The 76ers are back at 500, 19-19. The Celtics fought off a good matchup against the Timberwolves, 91-84. Karl-Anthony Towns had a big game for the Timberwolves in a losing effort. It was the Raptors 129-110 over the Bucks. The Bulls 127-124 over the Mavericks. The Spurs 103-89 over the Suns. The Nuggets 99. The Jazz 91. Been a disappointing year for the Jazz. They have clearly missed Gordon Hayward. The Wizards 102-100 over the Grizzlies. The Trailblazers beat the Hawks 110-89. And the Los Angeles Lakers continue their losing streak with a 108-94 defeat at the hand of the Charlotte Hornets. We're coming upon the NFL's playoff weekend. And ESPN decided to stir the pot. Yes, they did. They stirred the pot, releasing a story that there's tension, bad blood, and a rift developing between Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady. Don't you believe it? Believe it, believe it. Here is my theory. Somebody in the Patriots organization, maybe Mr. Belichick himself, the tactician, if you will, released this story. The Patriots always seem to play their best when they have this attitude. It's us against the world. And I think he saw the team getting a little soft at the end of the year. And, of course, yesterday he had him walking through a blizzard. If that doesn't toughen you up, I don't know what does. Even though they're off this week. I think Bill Belichick did this to get everyone in the Patriots locker room. Okay, we're going to show them. We're going to go out there and kick ass. They released a joint statement, of course. And I just think it's a bunch of malarkey. It's fake news, if you will. As for the games being played this weekend, we got the wild card weekend. It's 2 games on Saturday and 2 games on Sunday. On Saturday, it's the Chiefs and the Titans. I don't like the Titans at all in this situation. First off, Arrowhead's one of the toughest stadiums to play in. Secondly, the Chiefs seem to find their footing after that mid-season swoon. While they weren't as impressive as they were in their 5-game winning streak to begin the season, they played strong enough that I think the Chiefs are going to win this game, and I think they're going to win this game easily. My pick for the final score, Chiefs 23, Titans 10. Meanwhile, the night game will be in Los Angeles. The Rams, who spent 21 years in St. Louis, are playing their first playoff game in Los Angeles. since 1985 divisional round when the Rams shut out the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Rams had a great offense this year, but this is a young playoff team. Jared Goff's making his first playoff start. Todd Gurley's making his first playoff start. Now, Todd Gurley can carry this team, and the Rams do have a solid defense, but so do the Falcons. And while the Falcons have sputtered at times this year, they still managed to get 10 wins. And this is the team that went to the Super Bowl last year. Should have won the Super Bowl if they didn't choke to death like a bunch of choking dogs. I mean, Dr. Heimlich, you are needed in Atlanta. But I digress. The Falcons still have weapons on offense, and while the grass might slow them down a little bit in Los Angeles, they're not going to necessarily have a big disadvantage. The Los Angeles Coliseum is a big place. Los Angeles hasn't exactly embraced the Rams yet. They haven't fully taken them on as their team yet. And the Coliseum's a big place. It's not a good home field. Once the Rams get their new stadium built and they get a more intimate setting, like an 80,000, 75-seat stadium, where the action's close in and on top of you, they might develop a home crowd, but they don't have that now. And I think the Falcons, with that muscle memory from last year, go into Los Angeles and get the upset win, 24-20. Sunday's games. The Bills, congratulations, you've made the playoffs for the first time this millennium. Now you play the Jaguars. The Jaguars themselves haven't played in the playoffs for a long time. This is their first playoff appearance since 2007. The Rams making the first appearance since 2004. So we got a lot of teams that haven't been there in a while. The Titans, it's been several years since they've been in the playoffs. Now, this is the first home playoff game for Jacksonville since 1999, the same year the Bills lost the Music City Miracle. The Jaguars' defense is strong, stout. They can get after the quarterback. Tyrod Taylor is going to be running for his life all afternoon. Now, if the Bills have a chance, they're going to need LeSean McCoy to carry the load and have a big day. Only problem is his ankle is questionable. It's not even 100% he's going to play. I'm sure he's going to give it a try, depending how serious the ankle is. And unless LeSean McCoy has a big day, and he's likely not even going to play, he may not even play, the Bills don't have a chance. Final score, Jacksonville 17, Buffalo 6. And the nightcap is round 3, Panthers-Saints. I think this is the best game of the weekend. These two teams have good offenses. Now, the Saints won both meetings in the regular season. The Panthers had no answers for stopping Drew Brees. But Cam Newton has started to play well at times. You don't know what Cam Newton you're going to get. If Cam Newton is MVP Cam Newton, the Panthers can certainly win this game in New Orleans. In the end, though, I think it's going to be Drew Brees who has the final answer. I like this one to be extremely close. It might even be decided on the final play. Saints 27, Panthers 24. And that's the wild card weekend picks for Sports Encyclopedia. If you want to make a bet, go to MyBookie AG. Use the code TANK, get a 50% discount. I mean, where else are you going to go? Where else are you going to go besides MyBookie AG to get your picks in? Today's 3 stars are... Hold on one second. Today's 3 stars are Tristan Jarry of the Penguins, who had 31 saves in a shutout. Karl-Anthony Towns, who had a big game in Boston, losing effort, and Mike Hoffman, who had 4 points, a goal, and 3 assists, and the Senators win over the Sharks. Our birthday shout-out today goes to Lou Holtz, who turns 81. And we take a look back at the 1984 championship game played in Miami, with the Dolphins winning 45-28 to advance to Super Bowl 19, but the only Super Bowl Dan Marino will play in. In the AFC Championship game that year, Marino had a big game, 421 passing, with 4 touchdowns. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and the Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.